Hi friends, this is my friend Erica. Erica, you've been doing magic for how long now?
About 10 years.
And what made you interested in magic and hedgehogs?
So I grew up in a family in Dayton, Ohio, and I now live in Columbus, Ohio. And when I was in college, I had been doing balloon twisting for about 5 to 6 years at the time, and I wanted to be a teacher. So I studied 7th through 12th grade language arts, got my teaching degree, and I taught for 3 years. But I kind of kept coming back to the part-time children's entertainment business that I had through balloon twisting. And I thought maybe I could expand that business and do magic shows. My sister had kind of paved the way as an art ed major, and she went into children's entertainment full time and used her turtle Picasso as the star of her magic shows with balloon twisting on the side. So I kind of used that as a model and thought I need an animal to be the star of my magic shows. And I wanted something small and something quiet and something cute and kind of exotic. I thought a hamster might be a little too common, so I thought hedgehog. And I actually will credit my other sister Emily with coming up with the hedgehog animal idea. So we searched online, this was back in 2011, and found Gail's site, Millermeade Farms Critter Connection, and we were so excited to reach out. I was so excited to reach out to her and find that she had a hedgehog available. So thus Sedgie the hedgehog became the star of my magic shows. And you can see a little picture of him here. And I get to hang out with Gail today to pick up a new little Sedgie the Hedgie.
Thank you. It's been such a blessing watching your business grow and change over the years. This is number 4, right?
Yes, this is Sedgie the 4th that I'm picking up today.
Awesome. And what is your favorite part about introducing people to hedgehogs?
Oh my goodness. I just love at the end of each magic show that I usually get to do in person. I've switched to more virtual shows lately, but I usually get to see kids say, "It's a real one. It's a real hedgehog." And they'll look around like, "Do you see that? It's a real hedgehog." And it's so funny because I do introduce that we're going to find a real live hedgehog at the end of the magic show. And the kids are all shaking their head like, yeah, uh-huh. And then at the end, it's like they totally forgot that I warned them that we were going to find a real live hedgehog. And they're still so shocked. So I think that's really cool, is just how captivated the kids get to see a real live hedgehog at the end of the magic show. And that they helped to make it appear because they are my little helper magicians the whole time.
Awesome. So Erica, where is Sedgie the 4th?
Well, let's see if we can do some magic and find him. So this is the Rockin' Pirate Magic Show. We have Captain Quill here. He's got his little pirate hat on, and he helps us find Sedgie too. I think the X marks the spot. Is that usually what you hear on a treasure hunt, Gail?
That is definitely what I hear.
All right, so I think this is our X. So let's see what's inside. Oh, this is good. This is good. Do you see? We found the treasure chest. Let's see what's inside. Open sesame. Wait a minute.
I think that is the magic word.
Wait a minute. Another treasure chest. Well, this is super silly. So I always love being silly during my magic shows, but this is almost a little too silly. I wonder what we should do with this one. What do you think, Gail?
I don't know. Maybe say some magic words and see if it opens.
All right. Let's say open sesame again. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Open sesame. There's our treasure.
Is that how you're paying for Sedgie?
This is how I'm paying for Sedgie. Is that going to work?
Yeah, I think so.
But wait a minute. There's a treasure. That's great. But where's Sedgie? Let's say abracadabra this time. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
We'll use our hand as a magic wand. Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Abracadabra.
And let's see if that works. There he is. Oh, check him out, everybody.
This is his first appearance.
This is his first debut in the Rockin' Pirate Magic Show. I think he's going to be a natural performer.
Me too. So what does Sedgie do at the end of the show?
Yeah, at the end of the show, I usually hold him and I explain to kids that hedgehogs are nocturnal and that if they're super duper quiet, then they'll see more of Sedgie because we look at his body language. And if all his spines are laying down, then he's really calm and we'll get to see more of him. Because if he's scared, he curls up in a ball. And I usually have them curl up in a ball just to get that kinesthetic movement going on. And then we talk about how he sleeps during the day and is awake at night, which is opposite us, being nocturnal. So we should be really quiet so they can see more of him. Because if he's uncurled, then we'll get to see his ears and his eyes and his nose, you know, all the cute stuff. So that usually helps to get everybody to look with their eyes and kind of calm their bodies enough. And then sometimes we line up and we get to pet the hedgehog. And I usually tell them to pet with 2 fingers and start right in the middle of his back and go towards his tail. And they take turns doing that and get some hand sanitizer afterwards. So it's a really wonderful experience, and I can't wait till we can do those in-person shows again.
Yes.
And then I do offer right now, as kind of a consolation, I guess, some virtual programming where you get to see Sedgie even more close up, which is kind of fun. Because sometimes in a big library or in a childcare setting or even at a birthday party, you might not have the best view or the best seat in the house. But if you're watching online, then we can zoom in a little bit and really see Sedgie.
And for his first performance, he's doing phenomenal.
I think he's doing great. I think he's going to be a natural. Sometimes even during the virtual performances afterwards, if he works real hard, he gets a super worm treat at the end, and everybody can watch him kind of munch on a super worm.
Awesome. So Sedgie is also going to be the star of a book. Erica, can you tell me about that?
Yeah, so for a couple years now, I've had dreams of writing a children's book because I used to be a language arts teacher, and I just love reading. I love reading books to my 3 children, and I love the connections that you can make when you see something in person and then you see it in print. And that's how kids learn best, is if they can make those connections. It can be text to text connections, like, oh, I read another book about a hedgehog, or it can be text to life connections, and that's where you experience something and it sticks and you have the memory, and then when you're reading it, you immediately, your vocabulary increases, your reading speed can increase because you can just soak it all in, and it can be so much more rich. So my goal would be to have Sedgie the Hedgie be on an adventure, and it's going to be called, the book is going to be called Sedgie the Hedgie Finds the Treasure, and he's going to be facing some fears and having to be pretty brave to go on this little treasure hunt adventure.
So that is awesome. When do you expect your book to come out, or is that a heavy question?
That is a heavy question. I have a publisher in place, and I just need to get writing. So everybody just, send some good juju into the world that I can find the creative energy and space. And during this time of being at home so much with my kids, I will get up early, I will stay up late and try and get this book done. I would love to have it be ready by the summer for virtual programming through child care centers and libraries, and then maybe for school visits next fall.
That's awesome. Do you have a favorite book that you use in your show?
Oh my goodness. The first book that I used, the first Sedgie I got from you in 2011, was Hedgie Blasts Off by Jan Brett.
Okay.
And I always use that one for my Space Magic show. So that one has a special place in my heart as one of my first hedgehog books. And beyond that, there's one called Apple Trouble that I really like reading with my kids, where all this stuff gets stuck on the hedgehog's back, and then the goat ends up eating lunch and helping this hedgehog fit back in his nest.
So other children's books also inspire.
Yes, for sure. Good.
Well, thank you. So Erica, can you tell me, how do people meet Sedgie, or how can they involve Sedgie in their birthday parties and things like that for your custom events with COVID going on? How does that work?
Gosh, such a good question. So I am in the mental state of pivoting like the rest of the world. So whereas we would usually go to a birthday party and do a magic show and let the kids see them, we could do a Zoom call, and I could do a magic show as a part of a Zoom birthday party. I'm doing one of those in the next couple weeks. That's a Lego theme. So it's going to be the Balloon Mystery Magic Show, and we're going to look for the balloons. We're going to look for Sedgie the Hedgie, and we're also going to find a little Lego creation. So I'm using balloon twisting along with Sedgie in the magic show to make that birthday party special. And then earlier this summer, I had a hedgehog fan reach out to me to have Sedgie give a little birthday message. So I took a video close up of Sedgie. And I have a little birthday hat that I made for him out of felt, so he can help give a little birthday message to your little one, or older grown-up, if anybody really loves hedgehogs as a grown-up. Sedgie could give a little personalized message to anybody, with my help, of course. We could definitely make it a little funny voice. It could just focus on Sedgie. I could be in the video. I'm very much all about connecting with people, so that's why this whole pandemic has been really hard, because I just really want to be with people. But however, I can bring joy to your life and hope for things to get a little more normal, or at least build up resilience and have those little things to smile about. I'm all about finding the little ways to smile, because those little moments make a happy life.
So Erica, what ages do you reach in your shows?
So my magic and storytelling shows are primarily for ages about 2, 2.5, up to about 7. However, at especially libraries, family audiences are always welcome, and it's really neat to see at the end, everybody loves meeting Sedgie, no matter your age. And with balloon art, also everyone loves balloons, so any age. But it's really cool too, at the end of shows, there's always a child that's like looking at their parents like, can I get one? Can we get a hedgehog? And that's when the true animal lovers come out, and you can see the parents like, oh, I don't know, maybe. Or some parents are like, no, thank you, no. But the ones that do reach out and ask me for more information, I always direct them to critterconnection.cc, because it's your resources are just so wonderful. The videos, and you're all in, and it's just really obvious that you care about making these little guys live the fullest, happiest lives they can.
Oh, thank you. And one last question. Do you have a hedgehog balloon art?
Yes, I can make a hedgehog balloon, and I will make sure that that you get a good picture of one. I unfortunately don't have my balloons with me right at this moment, but I will get a picture. Yep.
Thank you.
And it cannot pop itself.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.